Welcome back to my channel. This is Lady G from Creating from a Budget. I'm making this video to show you how I made my holes, my poster board. I am creating a divider in which you could use for taking tests. They can be used in the classroom, but I will be using this at home, and also it would be a board for privacy when I'm working on different projects. For this project, you will need a package of shower curtain rings. This is from Walmart. You will need a ruler. If you like to use a tape measure, that's fine, but I'm using a ruler. I am using a small screwdriver to start my hole in the foam poster board. And I'm also going to use an ink pen. I'll be using both ends of this ink pen. And you also will be needing 2 white foam posters from Dollar Tree. And I will be inserting these rings from this side of the poster. You do have the long side and you have the short side, so I'm going to be using the smaller side. I'm going to connect these 2 ends together, the smaller side, this side with this side. And the measurements for this project is from, it's going to be 2.5 inches apart. For example, for this first hole, to use this ring, because you're going to open and close, it is 2.5 inches apart. Your hole should be 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches from this poster to your other poster when they are laying side by side. And if you're doing them in centimeters, it's going to be 6 centimeters apart from this poster to the other poster. And your middle hole should be 10 inches from the end of your poster. When you start measuring off from the end of your poster all the way over to your center. This is 10 inches. 10 inches. If you can see this good, but it's 10 inches apart. Now, if you want to measure off from hole to hole, this is 9 inches apart. 9 inches apart. So I measured from the end to the center. And that's 10 inches. So those are your measurements. So let me show you what I did to get it started. Oh, I'm sorry. You also will be needing I use a glue gun. And this glue gun. And you'll need some glue sticks. And I do have some long glue sticks here, and they came from the Dollar Tree. So let's get started. Start with the first hole. What I did, well, either one of the holes, I used this small screwdriver. And what I did, when I did my measurement, that's how I just started the small hole off. But the reason why I had to use something that's bigger or larger, which was the pen, because this hole was not going to make it big enough for me. And I didn't want to just get something, just poke it in here and crack my board. So that's why I did it this way. But after I used this to first start an interest for my hole, that's when I used my black pen. And I used this end first. And I laid my poster board right down on the table. And I turned it clockwise in a circle motion. And then I lifted up my poster board to see what's coming through. And that's what you look for, to make sure you can insert your pen all the way through. But it's still not big enough. So that's when I had to use my writing end, or the other end of your pen. But we're not going to insert this pen all the way through. So what I did, I just laid my poster board back down. And you do this because we know this is a foam poster. So you don't want to take any chance of cracking it or breaking it or splitting it. So what I did, I put that in and I just turned it clockwise, just like I did the other end of the pen. But you notice I'm not pushing this through, all the way through. You should see the cap just a little bit, and just come gentle turn. Because what you're doing is you're rounding your hole. And you turn it in a clockwise position or circular motion. That's what I'm doing here. And I did the same thing with all three of my holes. First I used a small screwdriver. I used this end on my black pen, whatever pen you want to use. And this, you want to make sure you push it through. You'll see the pen turn in a circular motion. And then you lay your board down in between inches of your pen, and you're just going to turn it just gentle, just enough to see from the bottom that you can see your black point of the pen. You barely see it. So please do not push it all the way through, because you will split it. Now let's insert our rings. And of course you could use different things to do this. But I decided to use this because I'm creating from a budget. Or I just may just don't want to spend any money right now. So it may be someone out there, I think the same way. They could save some money. So I use these. I think it's be like maybe some cents or maybe $1 and so at Walmart. But it used to be like 98 cents. And you can get this from the Dollar Tree as well. So I'm going to insert these to make sure they'll fit in the way, because these rings should be able to turn all the way around into your hole. I'm just going to gap it open and going to insert it in like so. And there you see it turning all the way around, and that's what you want. That's why it's so important to make sure your measurements are right. And then I'm going to put this in the center hole. And then my last hole. reason why I'm using the clear curtain rings, because I'm planning on leaving this white. That's why I use the white poster board. So there you have it, and your ring should look like this. This is the first hole. This is the second hole. And this is the third hole. And I'm going to connect these two poster boards together. And let's hope that I did my measurement right. So I'm going to come back when I finish with this to show you how it turned out. But this really do put you in the mind of a large notebook. That's what it should look like when you're finished with it. And it won't take up too much room. It's easy to store or put up or put away. So that's why I'm doing two small ones. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, always welcome. But if you decide to subscribe to my channel, I appreciate you. And as always, this is Lady G, creating from a budget. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and stay safe. See you next time.